As a professional psychologist, I can help you understand how to build and encourage self-worth in children. Hi, I'm Dr. Paul Jenkins. I've got almost 30 years of experience working with children and families as a professional psychologist. Children are strongly influenced by the messages they receive. Let's talk about those messages and how you can steer this in the right direction. First off, let's debunk some of the myths that are perpetuated about self-esteem and self-worth, and then let's get into 3 powerful tools that actually work. The number one myth about self-esteem and how it's built or encouraged is that self-esteem comes from positive affirmations. Now, you may have even seen videos about this. Some of them have gone viral with people expressing their positive affirmations. They get kind of cute too when the kids are doing that. I remember one that I saw years ago with a little girl standing on the counter in front of the mirror and just expressing these positive affirmations. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying it's a myth that that's what builds self-esteem. I'm all for practicing positive self-statements. But the reason this is a myth was revealed in research that was done back in the 1980s by Dr. Richard Bednar and Scott Peterson about self-esteem. Their book was titled Self-Esteem: Paradoxes and Innovations in Clinical Theory and Practice. It was published by the American Psychological Association. Dr. Bednar was one of my mentors when I was going through my PhD program, and he explained to me that self-esteem is not about hearing positive messages. It's about seeing yourself, facing your problems. What these researchers pointed out to the entire psychological world is that humans, including our children, need to see themselves facing or taking on their problems in order to develop positive self-worth. What's interesting about this research is it doesn't even matter if you conquer or overcome or solve the problem. What's important is seeing yourself taking it on. One of the most destructive things to our self-esteem or our self-worth is seeing ourselves running away from or fleeing or avoiding a problem. That's what deteriorates our sense of self-worth. Does this surprise you? It surprised me a little bit. Take a moment right now in the comments to share how this is resonating with you, because this might trigger some thoughts that we would love to hear. With this new understanding, let's take a look at what we can do to build and encourage self-esteem in our children. I'll share 3 tools with you. Number 1, 3 messages. Now, this tool has 3 messages. I love you no matter what, and even if. Children need to hear that from their parents. This will help to build and encourage their self-esteem because it creates a sense of safety for them, that the big people in their world actually love them, care for them, have their best interest at heart. Message number 2, if you have any questions, ask. I'm here for you. A lot of parents make the mistake of cramming it down their throats. They have to tell their kids everything and dictate and micromanage. We're going to back off from that. The second message is, if you have any questions, ask. I'm here for you. And the third message, good luck. Now, we're not saying this flippantly or in a way that we abandon our children at all. We're there for them. Remember messages 1 and 2. I love you. And if you have any questions, I'm here for you. But that third message is an acknowledgement that they are driving their life. They are the ones who get to face the problems and challenges that are coming up for them. And we're expressing our confidence that they can actually do that. So that's your first tool, 3 messages. Here's the second tool, which is also a message in a lot of ways, but it's also a way of showing up for our kids. And I'll summarize it like this. You've got this. Now hear how I'm saying that with confidence, with assurance. You've got this. They need to hear that. They need to see that. They need to feel that from their parents and the other big people in their world. Hey, you've got this. Because they don't always think that they do. Now go back to the self-esteem research by Bednar and Peterson, where they said, look, The number one thing that deteriorates self-esteem is seeing themselves shrinking from or running away from a problem or an issue or a challenge. The message that you've got this helps to put them in a position where maybe they're going to feel a little bit of strength and courage to actually take it on, which is going to build and encourage their self-esteem. You've got this. While I've got you here, I want to tell you the same thing. You're a good parent. Now, I can say that to you and you'll think, oh, well, whatever, I'm not doing my... Yeah, I know, you've got some head trash around that. But what if I were to tell you simply, hey, you've got this. You've got this. Check your experience. It's true. You've handled absolutely everything so far. Why would that ever change? You've got this too, whatever it is that's challenging right now. Let's send that same message to our kids. Now here's the third tool, which is a tool of reassurance. Here's how I'll summarize that one. I've got you. In fact, I was just talking to you as a parent and telling you, you've got this. You're a good parent. You've got this. And I've got you. You don't have to do this alone. You've got a team. You've got support. I've got you. Now, how does that feel? Do you feel like taking on your problems when you hear, you've got this, and I've got you? Those are the same messages we're going to send to our children. So those are the tools I wanted to put in your hands today. Look, you've got this. Your kids have got this. And I've got you, and you've got your kids. Together we can make this happen. That is a powerful strategy for building self-esteem. I actually presented this same topic on network television. Last year, I was invited to actually address a group of parents on television. I've included a copy of that video right here. Cue it up and watch that one next. I hope you enjoy that.